Welcome to today's Marketplace. I'm Jane King. We're joined by Brian Ackerman, the head of AI strategy and transformation at Korn Ferry, and Regina Taylor, professor of marketing and management at Creighton University. Welcome. Professor, let's start with you. I want to examine how artificial intelligence is rapidly changing the landscape for those entering the job market. With AI taking over some entry-level jobs, how are students preparing for the changing job market?
Well, at Creighton, we really think it's important to help students understand that in order to be successful, not just after they graduate, but 40 years into their career, that they need to embrace a growth mindset. Right, so it's about being a lifelong learner, and so we're trying to instill skills like critical thinking, analytical thinking, reflective mindset, service mindset, to help them understand that it's going to be important for them to embrace what they're learning as they go throughout their career. They could be learning something in the classroom that'll be obsolete within 6 months. And so if they are open to embracing change and open to learning the skills that they'll need continuously, then they'll be successful no matter if it's the first day on the job or the 400th day on the job.
Brian, Korn Ferry helps find the best talent and design organizational roles and responsibilities. How are you working with your clients to adjust the responsibilities for entry-level employees?
Well, especially for entry-level employees, what we're seeing is organizations change the way work happens, and that's changing the early career roles. It's adding responsibilities, it's adding skills, but it's also disrupting early career jobs especially. That's just a fact. So we are really working with organizations to make sure they're striking that balance, not just eliminating roles, but redesigning them appropriately so that we can set these young experts up for success.
Brian, AI is already making an impact on almost every aspect of the employment process. From what I understand, companies are deploying AI to find, onboard, and train new employees more efficiently. Is that correct?
AI is not new to recruiting. It's one of the more highly automated type of processes out there. But generative AI certainly is increasing the use of tooling for sourcing and for screening and for interviewing. And that's a tread carefully kind of question. You want to make sure that AI is being deployed properly in the process and not over-rotating on the decisions that it's making, leaving a lot of the decisions to humans and using AI to make the process more efficient, to screen large number of candidates appropriately. And that's true in early career roles or frankly experienced roles as well.
How do you tailor career guidance around AI for a recent college grad versus someone who's 25 or 30 years into a career?
It's actually the same advice. It's you are much more powerful and impactful if you lean in and learn how to use AI effectively than you are by standing around and kind of waiting for the company to decide what to do. So if you're early career, you have an opportunity to add more value, demonstrate more skills. But even if you're later in your career, we're finding that individuals bring that special balance of experience and agency and all the things that AI will never do, along with being supercharged with the tools themselves.
Regina, how do you address the biases that might be built into data that was fed into an AI model?
Well, we also have to understand that AI is trained based on material that's already out there, and so if the models that are already out there are biased, then AI is going to be biased. And so it's important for people to think critically about what they're saying. They have to understand the mechanics behind how the AI system got there, even if it's just the theory, the principles, and they have to just think about what they're seeing in the output. They can't take it for granted.
Brian, what can be done to address these biases?
Well, I think there are lots, especially in recruiting, there are controls in place and have been for a long time that govern the use of AI for making selections and talent. So those certainly shouldn't change. But I really like organizations that are giving very explicit guidance to candidates on how they expect AI to be used and not. Organizations saying it's okay to use AI to give your best impression, but when you step into the interview or when you do an assessment or when you're being evaluated, make sure you're doing it yourself. I think that's a wonderful set of guidance to give to incoming candidates.
That's great advice, but what can you tell people who are afraid that AI is going to take their job, especially when it comes to talk about how profits will go up and labor needs will go down with AI?
Recognize that it's happening. The worst thing to do is nothing. So this, coming back to the comment earlier, if it's a way to advance the value you provide, to not just learn new skills, but apply them. And that's going to be a positive, regardless of the organization you're being part of or how fast or slow this goes. The key is really just, kind of get in there and learn how to take advantage of the capability as best as you can.
And Professor, everyone in the academic world trying to crack the AI code to give their students the best future possible. So tell us about your partnership with Harvard.
Oh yeah, well, so we are having Harvard come in and help us think about how to use some of their materials from their cases and some of the simulations that they have. But this is a part of a broader program and curriculum we have for our faculty and instructors to help them understand how they can use AI in the classroom. We realize that AI is just another tool. I think about my dean saying, calculators were once thought about as cheating, right? And now accountants, mathematicians, they use calculators students have to use them for their assignments. And so if we can help faculty understand that it's not just a tool for cheating, but that it's a tool that students will need to use in the workplace and how they can integrate that tool into their assignments and the classroom learning, then the students will be better for it.
What's your advice for young people getting ready to enter the workforce?
The key, as we've said, is to get started. I think organizations have the obligation to work with universities as jobs are being redesigned and disrupted, to change the curriculums to better prepare students during especially their final couple of years, not to have the roles that have now been disrupted with AI, but that next set and that next generation. I think that's something organizations really need to lean in and do. And then it offers the opportunity for students in their, in their college career to shoot at a different target, to understand that it's not just learning skills and once you hit the workplace, but it's a much more rapid demonstration of them using AI as a tool, as a partner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and students need to embrace the opportunity to use AI, whether it's on the job in internships, in the classroom. And AI is good at regurgitating. It's good at packaging things that it already knows. It's not creative. And so how can you show your expertise and your creativity on the job in the classroom so that you can stand out?
Well, this has been very informative. I think we might need to meet in a year to evaluate how AI has evolved. Thank you both for being here today, and thank you as well for joining us.